Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to turn things up a bit? Today we're diving deep into Mical Teja's energy,
Yeah,
but we're going way beyond just those good vibes.
absolutely.
We're digging into what makes this song connect so powerfully, especially its ties to Trinidadian Carnival.
Right, and we've got a fantastic analysis from beyondthechords.com to guide us.
They really get into how this song captures that carnival essence and turns it into this message about love and resilience and human connection.
That's exactly it.
Now, for anyone who hasn't experienced it, Carnival in Trinidad is like next level celebrating. It's huge culturally
It really is.
with these deep roots in resistance and liberation. It's like a powerful display of the spirit of Caribbean people.
You got it.
Yeah.
And Beyond the Chords calls Carnival this holy grail of unity,
Oh, wow. I like that.
where strangers become family on the dance floor. They even quote the song saying, "Can you feel the love on a stranger's face? When way people dancing through time and space."
Yeah, those lyrics really put you right there. You can almost hear the music pulsing, feel the energy of the crowd, even sense that special connection that forms when people come together to celebrate.
It's all about tapping into this collective energy, this shared experience that goes beyond individual differences.
Right.
And then energy takes it even further, suggesting that love itself is like the ultimate power source.
That's a pretty bold statement.
It is.
Is it just feel-good vibes, or is there something more there?
Well, the song's pretty direct about its message. Tell the bad vibes, not today, love is the only energy. That's a powerful lyric. It could be interpreted in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
On one level, it's a catchy hook to get you moving.
Yeah, you can't help but move to it.
But then on a deeper level, it makes you think about how we face challenges and how we choose to use our energy.
Exactly. Makes
Yeah.
you stop and think.
The article suggests this message is linked to the history of resilience in the Caribbean. Think about the rhythms, the drums so central to carnival music. Those sounds carry a history of overcoming hardship and finding joy, even when facing really tough times.
So it's not just about partying, it's about finding strength from this shared cultural experience and using that energy to fuel a positive outlet.
Exactly. And energy brings those historical threads together with its message in a very interesting way.
It's about way more than just having a good time.
Right.
It's rooted in something much deeper. What about the music itself? Does Beyond the Chords talk about how the song creates that feeling of energy?
Oh, they do. They point out how the rhythm, the driving bass, and the soaring melodies all work together to create a sonic experience that's both uplifting and empowering. The lyrics, pulse-raising, drums shaking, they're not just words. They actually reflect the way the music makes you feel.
Yeah, they perfectly capture it.
That visceral impact.
It's like the music is made to get you moving both physically and emotionally. Like it taps into something primal, that instinct to connect with rhythm and find release through movement.
Exactly. And that's where the universality comes in. Whether you've been to Trinidadian Carnival or not, those feelings of joy, connection, and release are something we can all relate to.
Okay, so we've got this idea of love as energy and a celebration of resilience and music that's designed to move you on multiple levels. Where does the article go from there?
Well, it argues that energy isn't just reflecting these themes, it's also a call to action, a way of being in the world.
Interesting. Can you explain that a little more?
Sure, they highlight the lyric, "Everybody charge up, we going high up, full of energy." Now, you can think about that literally in the context of a party, but the article digs deeper.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's like taking that carnival energy and applying it to your everyday life, using it to power through challenges and grow as a person.
Exactly. It's about choosing love, choosing joy, and choosing to go high up in everything you do, even when things get tough.
So how does the article tie this bigger message back to the song's Trinidadian roots?
They make the point that even with its global appeal, energy is deeply tied to the cultural landscape of Trinidad. They mention places like the Savannah and Gonzales,
Oh, yeah.
which are iconic spots in Port of Spain. It grounds the song in a real place, giving it a tangible connection to the culture it celebrates.
But even if you've never been to those places, the themes of joy, connection, and energy still hit home.
Exactly. It's both deeply personal and universally relatable at the same time.
Yeah, it really is.
It's really quite beautiful. It's a testament to Mical Teja's artistry and the power of music to bridge cultural gaps.
Yeah, I completely agree.
And that's what makes this analysis so interesting.
It really is.
It really encourages us to think about how we can find that energy in our own lives, even outside of Carnival.
So we're not just talking about hitting the streets and dancing, but actually finding that feeling of love as energy in our regular day-to-day.
Exactly. The article challenges us to see energy not as just a song, but like a whole philosophy. A way of life. A plan for a more connected and joyful way of living.
I like that.
Remember that line, "Tell the bad vibes, not today."
Yeah.
Imagine applying that as a conscious choice in everything you do, every situation.
That's really interesting. It's almost like making the song an affirmation,
Yeah.
a reminder to choose love over negativity, even when you're dealing with those little everyday frustrations.
Exactly. Think about it.
Yeah.
Instead of letting rush hour traffic or a pile of laundry drain your energy, what if you could tap into that same spirit of resilience and joy that fuels Carnival?
Right. If they can create such a massive celebration out of historical hardship, then maybe those small annoyances don't have to have so much power over us.
And it's not about ignoring the challenges either.
Right.
It's about finding that inner strength, that drum beat that keeps you going even when things are tough.
Speaking of drums, the article mentions those rhythms and how they contribute to that feeling of energy.
Yeah.
Do they get into how those musical elements create that effect?
They do. They talk about how the repetitive rhythms and driving bass lines
Yeah.
create a sense of forward momentum.
Okay.
Like it's urging you to move and let go of pent-up energy.
So it's not just the words, it's the music itself that's designed to bring out that feeling of power and resilience.
Exactly. And that's something deeply rooted in the history of music,
That's-
especially in cultures that have used rhythm and drumming as a way to connect, to heal, and to express collective emotions.
That makes me think about how energy talks about community, about coming together as family. Is that another aspect the article explores?
Oh, absolutely. They highlight how Carnival itself is a celebration of community, of shared experience, and of supporting each other.
Yeah.
And they connect that to the lyrics. Look how around is all of we, jumping up as family.
It's fascinating how a song that seems like a simple party anthem can have these layers of meaning about human connection and finding strength in togetherness.
And that's why this deep dive is so interesting. It's not just about breaking down a song. It's about exploring how music reflects and shapes the way we see ourselves and the world around us.
So, if we take this idea of love as energy and try to apply it to our everyday lives, what would that look like?
Yeah.
How do we make that shift beyond just enjoying the song?
That's the tough part, isn't it?
Yes.
How do we take that feeling of joy, that connection, and make it into action?
It's not just about playing the song on repeat and hoping for the best.
Right. It's about finding those ways to cultivate that love, that positive energy in our everyday interactions.
Mm.
Choosing kindness over frustration, offering help,
Yeah?
finding those little moments of joy, even when things are challenging.
It's almost like those little acts of love. Those moments of choosing positivity become our own personal carnival,
Oh, I like that.
our way to bring that spirit into the everyday.
That's a great analogy. And who knows, maybe those small acts can inspire others to do the same, creating a more vibrant and connected world.
So it's not just about changing ourselves. It's about contributing to a larger shift toward a more positive and energetic way of being.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where the power of music really shines. Songs like Energy can be that reminder,
Yeah.
that push for change.
Yeah, they can.
They can help us tap into those feelings of love, joy, and connection that we might not even realize are there.
Right.
It's like the song is the spark, and we have to fan the flames and keep that energy burning.
I love that. Yeah, it really makes you think about how much a song can affect things.
Yeah.
Not just for one person, but on a bigger level, too.
It shows how art can connect us,
Yeah.
and inspire us, and remind us that we're all human energy with those rhythms, the uplifting lyrics, and those deep cultural roots. It's a perfect example of that power.
BeyondTheChords.com really goes all in on that. For listeners who want to dig even deeper, what else is on their site?
Oh, they've got tons of analyses on all kinds of music.
Oh,
They go beyond just explaining the words. They really dive into the background,
Mm-hmm.
the cultural context,
Mhm.
historical stuff, and the deeper meanings.
So it's not just about what's on the surface. They're exploring how music shows us our values, struggles, and hopes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They help us understand why some songs just hit us so hard,
Right?
why they move us, and why they stick with us even after the music's over.
You're right.
It's fascinating.
And with energy, they're pushing us to think about how we can live that spirit of love, joy, and resilience.
It's about realizing that the energy Mical Teja sings about,
Yeah.
it's not something magical outside of us. It's inside all of us,
Mm.
just waiting to be unleashed.
So it's not enough to just hear the song. It's about taking that message to heart and letting it guide what we do.
Yeah, it's about making those choices
Right.
to cultivate that positive energy, spread joy, and really connect with people in meaningful ways.
It's about taking that line, love is the only energy, and making it real, both for ourselves and for the world around us.
Exactly. And maybe, just maybe, that's how we can make a difference. you know?
Yeah.
A collective shift toward a more vibrant, connected, and energetic way of life.
It's amazing to think that a song about dancing and having fun can carry such a powerful message.
That's what's so great about it. It
Yeah.
reminds us that joy and depth can go hand in hand.
Right.
We can move our bodies, feel good, and engage with important ideas all at the same time.
And maybe even more importantly, it reminds us that we get to choose how we show up in the world. We can let negativity drag us down, or we can choose to embrace that energy of love, connection, and resilience.
It's a choice we make every single day.
It
In
is.
every interaction, energy is like a powerful reminder of what's possible when we choose love as our guide.
Well said. So, as we wrap up this deep dive, I think we've uncovered a lot more than just catchy tunes and good vibes. Energy is a song that makes us think hard about ourselves, our communities, and our power to make positive changes.
And if you're interested in exploring these ideas even more, I definitely recommend checking out beyondthechords.com. They
Absolutely.
offer so much insight into the power of music and how it shapes our world.
A huge thank you to beyondthechords.com for their incredible analysis and to all of you for joining us on this journey. Until next time, keep the energy high, keep the love flowing, and remember, you have the power to choose what kind of energy you bring to the world.